Hi, my name is Richard Alarcon. I'll be fighting on June 26th with BAMMA USA. I'm fighting out of here at Team Oyama in Irvine, California. For those who don't know, this is my pro debut, so I'm very happy and blessed to be able to start out with such a great promotion as BAMMA USA. My style is pretty indifferent. I carry a high pace. A lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of wrestling, pretty decent in Muay Thai, get my stand-up together. No better place to train than over at Team Oyama with Kyle Oyama. Got one of the best instructors in the game for BJJ, that's Shiva Santana, and I have a lot of great training partners as far as MMA. Got Ian McCall and Kyle Estrada out of here, a lot of great up-and-comers. A couple of sponsors I'd like to thank, Grounded Athletics and Athletics Co. Also OC Fight Doc, who keeps me prepped and ready to go for every fight. Also Innovative Results, who helps me with my strength conditioning, feeling in perfect shape for this fight. I'm ready to carry a high pace and very dynamic. I seen some of the film with my opponent at Black House MMA. Pretty good opponent, carries a high pace as well. So one thing you're going to see in this fight is a lot of action, high pace, a lot of fireworks. So looking forward to making my pro debut with BAMMA USA. So before I came over here to Team Oyama, I was actually wrestling Division I at the Citadel in South Carolina. I started all 4 years, so I was pretty well grounded as far as wrestling. Came here to Team Oyama, wanted to stay competitive, didn't really have much to do after college wrestling, so I decided why not get back into jiu-jitsu. So I was here at Love's Club, doing a little jiu-jitsu, winning a couple tournaments. One day they decided to call me to train with Ian. He needed a grappling partner, so I trained with him. A couple practices. They seen I had great potential, so they hit me up, said, "Hey, why not do MMA?" Didn't think about it at first, but it seemed like a pretty good idea. Might as well get into one of the most competitive sports there is. So I got into that, did the whole camo route, won everything I could. Was 5-0, won the Camo State Championships at 135. Felt before I went pro I needed to work on my Muay Thai a little bit more. My coach Kyle Oyama thought that was the best way to go. So did 4 fights, went 3-1. Decided he was ready for me to make my pro debut. I got the call with a couple other organizations that ended up falling through. Had a couple people pull out, so this one decided to call me up, BAMMA USA. And I jumped on that opportunity. Been looking forward to making my pro debut for a while now. So I'm very hungry and pumped, ready to go. Looking forward to putting on a great show for BAMMA USA and the whole crowd. So I seen a couple shows. I had a couple teammates that actually fought on the BAMMA USA card. Anthony Frank, Ron Skopang. I seen the crowd. It was great exposure for MMA. They put on a great show. Tons of dynamic fighters. They all put on a great show. So to be able to get on board with such great athletes, fight on such a great card as BAMMA USA, it's exciting to make my pro debut on such a great card. So I'm, like I said, I'm blessed to be able to make my pro debut. So obviously I won the Camo State Championships at 135. I was actually always underweight. I was pretty light. I made the weight pretty easy, naturally weighing about 134, 135. So for me to make the drop to 125 finally, it's not really a big deal. I made 125 for college wrestling for 4 years, so I know how to manage my weight and get down to where I come with a strong package. So that's really not an issue for me. Some of the ways that separate me from some of the other flyweights, I know it's heavily populated, got a lot of great talents, a lot of different dynamic opponents in that weight. A lot of people are pretty well-rounded. Some of the ways that I kind of separate from the crowd is my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is I'm pretty deep. Shiva Santana's got my game so tight. As far as putting it all together with my wrestling, I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling all my life, so I know how to do that. And as far as Muay Thai, I've been training it for about 3-4 years. And Kyle Oyama's got my game improving drastically from when I first began. And he's just helping me tie it all together with Ian McCall. So that's partly how I separate myself. Also, very athletic. I pride myself in being very athletic and carrying a high pace with great endurance. Some of the things that I find that are being around all these veterans is to teach me how to be patient, how to prep way ahead of time. If you wait 4 weeks before, if you're fighting and then taking a month off, that don't work. You got to be in here 24/7 all the time. You know me, I'm in here all the time. So I'm always prepping, I'm always ready. So one of the things we got a saying, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know, that's the way, that's my motto. Right now, you know, I'm feeling pretty ecstatic. Finally making my pro debut. You know, I'm fighting local, and you know, I actually live in Lakewood, you know, which is pretty close to Commerce Casino. So, you know, I'm very pumped to be fighting locally. I want my family and friends get to finally see me put on a great show. Looking forward to this time that, you know, it's at hand.